43 lakh handloom weavers and a unique Indian tradition are threatened if the central government goes ahead and scraps the Handloom Reservation Act of 1985, which defines handloom as any loom other than a power loom, and lists 11 items including saris as exclusive handloom products.
We travel to Pochampalli, Nalgonda district of Telangana. The tie and dye ikat fabric here got GI or Geographical Indications registration about 10 years ago. Even this intellectual property rights protection has not safeguarded the brand against imitation by power looms of the unique design on saris, dress material, bed sheets and furnishing. Ironically, all these items are meant to be produced only by weavers under the Handlooms Reservation Act. Telangana and Andhra Pradesh account for the largest weaver population anywhere in the country at almost 2.5 lakh weavers. This is actually down by almost 50% from about 5 lakh weavers just about 10 years ago. The tragedy is that at a time when the country is talking about skill development as a priority, these skilled artisans are turning into de-skilled manual labor, working as security guards or even chaiwalas in the cities. In Revanapalli village of Pochampalli, Anjaya is relieved to get some work. Only in the last 5 to 6 months, a new Rajkot design innovation on the Pochampalli loom has found a new market. So he and his wife Lakshmamma work 12 hours a day, hoping to earn up to 10,000 rupees a month. That is if they weave 8 saris in 6 weeks.
30 ఏళ్ల కింద అయితే మాకు మంచిగా ఉంది. ఊళ్ళో మెరుగు అందరు పద్మశాలిలే మంచిగా ఉండేది వాస్తవానికి. ఈ మాలు ధర ఈ 10 ఏళ్ల సంధి ఇంత వెరుక్కుంటా పోయింది. బియ్యం కాంచెల్లి, సబ్బు కాంచెల్లి, నిత్యావసర వస్తువులు ప్రతి ఒక్కటి.
The couple has spent a lifetime weaving through thick and thin. Concerned that the tradition and skill should not be lost, Anjaya says he taught Jen next. But all 5 children decided earning even 3,000 rupees a month outside as a class 4 employee was preferable to this life of drudgery and uncertainty.
ఇప్పటిదాకా అయితే మేము చేసినాం, ఓపికతో ఉన్నాం కాబట్టి చేసినాం. ఆ పిల్లలు పట్టుకొని పని కూడా చేయరు. మొగ్గం కూడా ఈ పని చాలా పని మాతోనే బంద్ అయిపోతుంది.
Lakshmamma points out that wages have not increased unlike living costs. In recent years, they even went to work as labor under the National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, toiling under the hot sun because that fetched up to 100 rupees a day, whereas on the loom, virtually no work was available.
మొగ్గం నేస్త కూడా చాలా ఇబ్బంది అయ్యి ఎల్లక తిండికి తక్లీఫ్ అయ్యి చీరకు రేట్ లేక మాలు పిరమై ఇబ్బంది మాలు దొరకక పిల్లలతో తిండికి వెళ్ళకుంటే కూడా ఉపాధి పథకాన్ని కూడా కరువు పని కూడా పోయినాం మేడం. పోయి పని చేసినాము. ఈయన మా ఆయన నేను ఇద్దరం కానీ కూలి పని పోయి కూడా చేసుకుని కూడా ఇలా తీసుకుని పూట గడుపుకున్నాం మేడం.
The sentiment is echoed by other weavers here. 82-year-old Pochaya tells us that from 140 looms at one time, the number of looms in the village is now less than 20.
మా పద్మశాలి మొత్తం పోయినారు. బతుకు లేక జీతాలు పాయకానాలు కూడా గడుపుతున్నారు. అటువంటి కొలువులు మరి ఏమన్నా ఇక్కడ బతుకు తెరువు లేనప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాం? కొడుకులు నాకు అది కూడా విడిచిపెట్టి ఆలిపోయింది. ఇప్పుడు ఇద్దరు కష్టం చేస్తే నెలకు 2,000 3,000 పడాలి. పడిన దానికి కూలికి పోతే అటువంటి 200 300 ఒక మనిషికి ఇస్తున్నారు.
This is the house of Kongari Bhikshapati, the man who introduced silk in the Pochampalli loom and ikat fabric in 1969. It is perhaps symbolic that his house is lying locked and abandoned. In fact, in this road there are houses of several weavers, all of them lying locked, derelict and abandoned because the people there have migrated to other places and professions. The weavers say that at one time the Padmashalis, as the community is called, were among the better off in the village. Ramesh says even the most backward SC/ST population got land for agriculture. The weavers got no help.
దీంట్లో అయిపోయినట్టే మనం పని అయిపోయింది. ఇక దీన్ని చేయలేం మేడం. ఇక అంతే. ఇక దీన్ని చేసిన 10 రూపాయలు పక్క పడేది ఏం లేదు మేడం.
So what ails the handloom sector? Allocations are low, down from 27% of total funds to textiles in 1997 to only 7% or some 400 crore rupees now. A big chunk of that goes to salary and other standing expenditure, leaving hardly anything for the estimated 43 lakh weavers in the country. Whereas the power looms and textile mills are estimated to have benefited from subsidies to the extent of 2 lakh crore rupees in the last 10 years. The irony is that cotton production has gone up to a record 380 lakh bales, yet yarn is not available easily to the weaver. And yarn price went up by 50 to 100%, but wages have hardly increased. Enforcement of Handloom's Reservation Act is poor, and the number of violations reported is shockingly low.
In the market, the biggest problem they are facing is unfair competition, where power loom products are being sold as handloom products. So the genuine handloom products which are produced with high cost and with subsidized wages, those products they do not move in the market, while their imitations which are produced at a cheaper materials, they move in the market. So all these have become cumulatively a big challenge.
Satyanarayana and his son Shekhar migrated to the city looking for work, but returned home because conditions outside were even more difficult.
ప్రభుత్వం కూడా మనల్ని రాష్ట్రం అంతా వచ్చినా ఎవరు పట్టించుకుంటట్టు లేరు. కాంగ్రెస్ తెలంగాణ టీడీపీ ఇప్పుడు తెలంగాణ వచ్చింది కానీ ఇప్పుడు కూడా మాకు ఏం మద్దతు చేస్తుందని మాకు నమ్మకం లేదు.
Sri Salem is worried that if handlooms lose the only protection they get in the form of items to be made exclusively by handloom weavers, it may push them into a crisis they can never come out of.
వీవర్స్ కూడా అలాంటి పరిస్థితే ఉంటుంది, ఆత్మహత్య చేసుకునే పరిస్థితి. లేకపోతే ఏం చేస్తాం? మా పిల్లలకు చెప్పాలని మేము అనుకోవట్లేదు. ఇక చదివించి మంచిగా వాళ్ళని స్టడీలో ఉంచాలి తప్ప, ఏ బాధలన్నా బట్టి చదివిస్తుంది తప్ప, ఈ వృత్తిలో మాత్రం ఇక లాస్ట్ ఇదే మాతనే.
But in neighbouring Odisha, the state government insists they will fight any move to amend the Handloom Reservation Act.
Urmila Das has been weaving plain tussar cloth and intricately patterned saris all her life, as did her ancestors in the village of Gopalpur in Odisha's Jajpur district, a place famous throughout the region for the quality of its cloth and designs. But here too, as in the rest of the country, their yarn patterns and markets have come under increasing attack from power looms.
सब जगह आडजस्ट करी 150 टका भितर आम आडजस्ट होची सेतरे आम जेतिक हम सेतिकरे आम चलुछु आ पिला पाठ पढ़िया पई पैसा पत्र होने बोलिकरी सान झील को पाठ पढ़ाई पारनु पुआ पई पैसा जोगई पारनु.
Government indifference has not helped. A weaver credit card scheme was launched by the Union Ministry of Textiles along with the Indian Banks Association in 2012. But only 564 cards have been issued against 13,448 applicants. Odisha has nearly 44,000 looms being used by almost 2 lakh weavers. Nearly half are members of 519 weaver cooperatives. Narendra Behra is president of the Hingula Society, the largest amongst 13 in Gopalpur, and apprehensive of the centre's move to repeal the Handloom Act.
एग्रीकल्चर का बाद ये जो सेक्टर है सबसे बृहद सेक्टर है, इसमें ज़्यादा एम्प्लॉयमेंट मिलता है, इसलिए सरकार ये कभी नहीं कर पाएगा. करने से तो ये सेक्टर डूब जाएगा.
The handloom weavers have the backing of their chief minister.
We've had meetings in Delhi and we are very clear, State Government of Odisha is very, very clear that we are for the Act standing as it is with all the 11 articles. State Government of Odisha will be completely backing the weavers for the stand of the Handloom Reservation of Production of Articles Act as it is, because the livelihood of the weavers depend on it, the range depends on it, and the kind of skill that is available to the weavers right now will just simply die out if we allow the power loom sector to come into this.
But in the town of Maheshwar, on the banks of the Narmada in Madhya Pradesh, famous for its fine cotton saris, handloom weaving is flourishing.